Hey guys, Blood Moon Bobby here with another trailer reaction today. As I promised, I'm going to be checking out the 1517 to Paris, which is Clint Eastwood's upcoming drama film about the Paris train attack that happened in 2015. So, I'll give you a quick little rundown of what happened. So, you may remember hearing about there was a thwarted, people still got hurt, but it was overall a thwarted terrorist attack where a guy went on a train that was going from Amsterdam to Paris and started shooting around. There were these three dudes, two of them were soldiers. Their names were Anthony Sadler, who he wasn't a soldier, but he was there. There was also Alex Scarlatos and Spencer Stone, the two soldiers, and they subdued this guy. And the thing about this movie, which I'm very surprised that this movie is not coming out in time for the Oscar race, because here you have hi Rich from Movie Tech USA. Here you have this really I don't even want to say really famous. You have this legendary director slash former actor Clint Eastwood, politics aside, and not only that, it's based on a true story. It's a biographical drama, and the thing about it is the three heroes, Sadler, Scarlatos, and Stone, they're actually playing themselves in the movie, which I'm kind of wondering, how does it feel to go from being the heroes of an attack to being in a movie with a pretty much top of the game director. Haven't seen too many Eastwood movies. I saw parts of, what were they, Invictus and Gran Torino. So yeah, it's definitely a director I really should be getting into. I know Steven checked out his last movie, or Eastwood's last movie, Sully, and Steven thought it was just a boring courtroom drama. So it's interesting though, because Sully is a movie where we knew what happened and we knew the outcome, where you had Sully Sullenberger, Miracle on the Hudson. He has to land this airplane, make an emergency landing into the Hudson River, and everybody comes out okay. And in the 1570 to Paris, it's kind of similar, where we know the outcome, where people got hurt, but nobody died, or nobody got killed in the attack. And the thing about it is, unlike Sully, where the movie is about the events that happened after the landing, the 1517 to Paris is a movie that's going to be about the history of Sadler, Scarlatos, and Stone. So when I first heard that, I was kind of skeptical, and that, what does that have to do with the train attack? But that was before I found out that two of the guys, again, Scarlatos and Stone, were in the American military. So I was thinking, ooh, okay. So I am still, I don't want to use the word skeptical, but I'm still wondering how that's going to tie into the, obviously, when you're in the military, you go through combat training and such. So, but I'm kind of wondering, what does their sort of friendship, how does that tie into the attack, other than they're friends, they're close, they'll help each other. They didn't just help each other, they stop this guy from potentially killing many people on that train. So yeah, so I guess now would be a good time to get into the trailer for the 1517. Oh, and actually, before I start, I should point out that I just found out today that Clint Eastwood got the movie back to the MPAA. I wanted to do wanted to appeal the rating, because the 1517 to Paris was going to be rated R for graphic violence and language, I believe. Well, yeah, because in the actual attack, I believe it was Stone, the terrorist. I believe that he shot him in the neck and cut his eye and his thumb. He tried to cut off his thumb. The terrorist tried to cut off someone's thumb using a box cutter. So I don't know. I was kind of like, when I first heard of this movie, I first thought they're going to tone down the violence, mainly because it would be a movie that focused more on the three heroes rather than the attack itself. And then when I saw that it got the R rating, I'm like, okay, so I guess they want you to sort of feel, the sort of that feel they want to get the moment to feel as tense and as realistic as possible. But I'm hearing they were able to get the movie down to a PG-13 rating, mainly because they want to get more, people to see it, to get more butts in the seats, if you will. So, yeah. So without further ado, let's see what's going to happen in the 1517 to Paris.
Bonjour. Vous désirez quelque chose?
Snack's coming at 12 o'clock.
Gentlemen? There you go.
Thank you. Look at the baby soda, Spencer. Alex, shut the heck up.
Once you begin to discover who you are, then you really realize how you have been given authority over your life. But you can only do that through the struggle of life. And most people avoid the struggle. Most people go through life avoiding pain. When you're working on a dream, at some point in time, a transition takes place. You learn how to leap higher. Start challenging yourself to dig deeper. Something in you that you never activate is lying dormant in there. Don't try and take any shortcuts. Do what you know is right. We've been chosen for this great work.
I don't know, man. You ever just feel like life is just pushing us towards something? Like some greater purpose?
Interesting. Okay, so it was more of a teaser trailer than I expected, but in a sense, I think it was a good trailer that gives you, how am I gonna word this? It definitely gives you the idea of the themes of the movie. So I feel like it's gonna be a movie that because the trailer it definitely emphasizes how as they were saying. Wow, I am beyond words. I can't talk after seeing that trailer. I guess I was super absorbed. I guess I just find that kind of, enticing, the idea of, life's moments. In the case of these three guys, they met when they were kids, and, two of them went into the military. I guess, like they were saying, life is, it's going to lead up to that moment. And in that case, that moment was, saving all those people in that train that was going to Paris. So, yeah. So, and the fact that they were able to get the three guys themselves, Sadler, Scarlatos, and Stone, I think it shows that they're definitely cool with the script and whatever changes, because, obviously they have to make changes when, turning a true life event into a biopic. So it's kind of a good sign that they're at least content with it. Obviously, they have to make changes, but in a sense, I honestly think, they have to make changes when taking pretty much any biopic, or taking any real life story and turning that into a biopic. That's just how you not only create a good story, but also putting in strong themes and symbolism. So, yeah. So it's pretty interesting, true life story, and the actual dudes are portraying themselves. I don't remember which one. I believe it was Stone that was on Dancing with the Stars, and he got third place. Let me actually look that up. Here, I'm not just going to use. No, it was not Stone. At least if you trust Wikipedia. And no, I swear I didn't just use Wikipedia to look this up. I was looking at articles from CNN and NBC before I did this trailer reaction. So is it Scarlatos? Let me actually. Yeah. So that, like, I honestly, I want to know that just as much as the movie itself. Like, you know, what was that like? Like, did they have to get, like, to go for acting? Did they have an acting coach? So, yeah. But, yeah, overall, the trailer doesn't really give you too much to sink your teeth into, other than if you know the events of what happened on that train. But, yeah. So it's basically, I like kind of the emphasis of the idea of, you know, the things you learn in life, they're going to be building up to one big moment. So, yeah, the trailer definitely brings you that in an enticing way. You know, showing our three heroes starting, you know, as kids, and then they grow up and go into the military. And you had that, I'm guessing it's a general or drill sergeant, you know, saying, you know, what, you know, oh, you know, to seek your full potential, and that life will lead up to that big moment. Was that actually
Look at the baby soda, Spencer.
Yeah, I believe it was Stone.
I don't know, man. You ever just feel like life is just pushing us towards something, like some greater purpose?
Or greater purpose. So, yeah, I honestly, I think that's pretty interesting. I mean, that's kind of why I like biopics in general. Like, you know, it's kind of taking, I don't know how exactly to word this, but it's kind of like taking, you know, that idea, and that was actually applied to a real life situation. So it's kind of interesting. The things you would hear in fiction, you know, they can be applied to real life, and as this movie is indicating, that was the case, and I could definitely see that being applied to a lot of other people. So I'm not gonna make obviously I'm not gonna make comparisons to myself. These three guys have done something that I would be too scared to even do. Not that I would obviously let people die in a train, but yeah, I would have to man up, or I need to man up. So yeah. So that was the 1517 Paris. It comes out in February. Like I said, I'm pretty surprised that it's not going to be part of the Oscar race. I remember one of the last movies to do that was the Coen brothers' Hail Caesar, which I'm hearing was kind of a bore fest, and even if you like the movie, it wasn't exactly the best Coen brothers film. And in that case, after hearing the critical reception, I could understand why that movie was not put in the Oscar race. But this movie, this is like a much more, or it was based on a very well-known event, and the fact that it has the three dudes playing themselves, I keep saying that, is pretty, it's a pretty cool thing. I mean, I would say, they'll probably be up for like the best, actor or best supporting actor Oscars, which they won't because the movie's coming out February 2018. But yeah, but when you saved a bunch of people on a train, why the hell do you need an Oscar? Not that I really believe in the Oscars anyway. Like, in my opinion, when somebody wins an Oscar, that's an amazing thing. But when your movie goes on and doesn't win any awards of any kind, but it's still an amazing film, cough cough, Rear Window, Clockwork, cough cough, A Clockwork Orange, then who cares if it won 0 Oscars or it swept the Academy Awards, So yeah, so that was the 1517 to Paris. I'd probably check it out. It definitely looks really fascinating. And so yeah, this has been Blood Moon Bobby. Hey guys, this has been a Blood Moon Bobby video. Please like this video or dislike it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.